Virgo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What is good with you? It's time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's happening with you guys in the fourth and final week of November 2025. So since it's a weekly check-in, it's just going to be a short, quick, general, energetic overview. If any of you are in need of a personal reading, if you want, you can just go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. But I do have a link for that right down here in the description of this video. And speaking of which, the fourth week of November is the last week that you can take advantage of our Black Friday sale. We run that all November long. That's how we do it every year. And it ends the last day of November. Usually every year, most people prefer to use that to take advantage of the price of the Zoom calls, because we do cut a pretty big ass chunk of the price off the Zoom calls. And still a bunch of spots left if you're interested. And if not, the price goes back to regular December 1st. So information's in the description. All right, y'all. Let's see how the energy's looking with Virgo. Last week in November. How's it looking? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Tower reversed. Doo-doo. Oh, Five of Wands. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Well, so remember, this is just the general energetic overview here. It's kind of looking to me like a reconciliation attempt is happening, or somebody's planning on a reconciliation attempt. I don't know, I'm getting two stories running parallel, side by side. Some of you, big bold letters, because the way the energy's looking right now, it don't take too terribly long at all for you to remember why things happened the way they happened, you know? And at that point, you realize that it's just not the same. Just not the same at all, which makes it a little bit easier to let go of. But for a lot of you, I think this person may be contemplating, I think it looks like contemplating a reconciliation attempt, but maybe holding back out of fear of this shit right here. I think there's something deep, deep, deep down inside where they really feel like it's a possibility that this could go absolutely nowhere, like fast. That's weird. Okay, so I hate it when I get two storylines side by side like that. It's kind of annoying. I'm trying to bring this down to one point for everybody, you know? But okay. Well, whatever. Let's at least see how this person's feeling about you. And to me, the most important part is what their energy looks like in general and what kind of person they are. Boo boo doo boo buddy doo doo. Aw, damn, man. Straight out the gate in this person's energy, dude. Okay, so for those of you who dealt with somebody who has an addiction issue, nope, they are not clean. If you dealt with somebody with an addiction issue, I think they're worse now than they were before. I know that's not all of you, though, so. It kind of looks to me like this person would reconcile under one condition. that you do things their way, right? You know how this goes. If you would just do things my way, this would work. If you would start doing this and you would stop doing that, and you would do things this way and stop doing this that way, you. I don't need to fix anything, right? That's what this energy looks like. So, I mean, I think they do want to reconcile deep down. They're very, very guarded, though. I don't think they have high apple pie in the sky hopes that that's going to happen successfully, which is why I think for the other storyline that came out in the other spread, I think it's fewer of you in which a reconciliation attempt is actually like attempted, because they already know. They already know that you ain't trying to hear it. You ain't trying to hear their sob story. You ain't trying to hear their excuses. Because maybe, and I feel like also there's a few of you who've already played that game with them. You already gave them chance after chance after chance, and, you know, let them spit their sob story and throw their little boo-hoo pity party over and over and over and over and over. And after a while, you just get tired of that shit. I know that's not all of you, but we do have the karmic wheel right here with the death and the tower reversed. That's definitely on and off energy. So either it's been on and off, or it'll go on and off if the two of you keep playing the same game like this. But, I mean, the question is, does this person love you? And that's the slipperiest slope in the history of slippery slopes. Because here's the thing, and speculating on this, we'll spin in circles all night. But just looking straight at the energy, I don't think they ever did love you, but they think they did. That makes sense? They didn't really, but they think they did. So you figure that one out. I don't think they did. They think they did, though. But, you know, a lot, I would, man, how many, if you could just guess, just take a ballpark guess of all of the relationships that were initiated this year, how many people think they're in love, but they're not? Probably an astronomical fucking number. What would you guess? 75%, maybe 80? I don't even know, but it's way up there. People think they're in love, but they're not, because they don't know. We don't even know how to tell the difference between pleasure and happiness. Most people don't know happiness outside of pleasure. And that's the way that we were conditioned through the society we were born into and brought up in. But anyway, yeah, I think they loved you. Now, as far as now, though, I don't know. This person's a codependent. This is why they don't know what love is. A codependent gets addicted to the feeling that being in a relationship gives them. You know, that feeling is really intense in the beginning, and then it starts wearing off, and it's like a drug. After a while, I just need more and more and more. And then after a while, that same thing isn't giving me the same high anymore. So you got to do more, or, you know, go get something else to get that same effect. So the codependent thinks that the pleasure response that is produced by relationships and sex and whatnot, that's love, and it's not. So this person's a mess. This person you're dealing with here is a mess. A big mess. That's just pure chaos right there, dude. I don't know how much that energy manifested out into the physical, but their energy is just pure straight up chaos. Let's get the advice. What advice do we have for Virgo? Ooh, King of Cups reverse. Well, all I'm going to tell you is this. Be very careful, picky, choosy, and selective what you let them know regarding how you feel. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say talk to them or don't talk to them. You do whatever feels right to you. Be very careful what you let them know regarding how you feel about anything. Anything. I don't care what it is. So, if that means to you, talk to them but keep it at an arm's distance, okay. Or if that means just stay the hell away from them. I don't know about you, but me personally, to me, that means just stay the hell away. If I got to tiptoe, around you so that you won't take advantage of me, I don't even want to fucking talk to you. Fuck you. Anything else want to come through? Man, this is saying that, reconnecting with this person, all I'm going to say is it would not be an immediately harmonious decision. In the long run, it's going to serve your highest good, but in the short term, reconnecting with this individual is really going to add a strain on your path in the short term. So I'm not saying talk to them or don't talk to them. Maybe some of you need to. Sometimes you got to do that before you learn, Just take that and do with it what you will. Let's see how the energy is looking generally for the singles. Single Virgos. Can I get y'all to do me a huge favor and smash that like button for me? Let me know where y'all are tuning in from in the comments. I think it's fascinating to see people all over the fucking world tuning into one video. Isn't that wild? It didn't used to be like that back in the 90s, Everybody in the whole world watching the same thing. Isn't that wild? How's the energy looking generally for the singles? Anything new coming in? Anything old coming in? Anything good coming in? Anything bad coming in? Anything coming in at all? Man, Tower reversed again, bro. Look at that. Well, there's definitely a past person watching you. There is a past person watching you. For those of you, okay, so there's a lot of messages here. For those of you who have your eye on somebody specifically, I don't think a love offer is coming from that person. I do think that there is somebody interested, but they're a little bit nervous. They're a little nervous. They can't read you. They don't know whether or not approaching you would be a good idea. There is a past person watching you. And those of you interested in somebody specific, not seeing an offer being made as far as that goes. So you're being pulled energetically in like 3 or 4 different directions at once. Some of you may be feeling that too. The internal tug of war, you may not even know what it's coming from. Being pulled in several different directions at once. Mercury retrograde will do that to you too, especially if you have a heavy Virgo influence. But I don't know. I think a lot of you, despite being pulled in so many different directions at once, a lot of you are just standing tall and standing strong and sticking to yourself. I'm really feeling like a lot of you are starting to get picky, aren't you? Starting to get a little bit picky. Either bring me my person or bring me no one. I would rather be alone than be in a fucking toxic situation. I would rather be alone than be in an abusive situation. I would rather be alone than bring someone into my life that's going to bring nothing but drama and chaos. I don't feel like losing sleep at night. I don't feel like constantly living through the anxiety, wondering if I'm being lied to, wondering if I'm being betrayed, wondering if I'm gonna be abandoned. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that to live like that all the time? I don't need it. If the universe wants to bring me my person, cool. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But if not, fuck it. Whatever. I'm good with me. So you don't know it, but that's opening a new door. That is opening a new door. This is outside of the time block, but stepping into and maintaining that energy could cause a door to open in December. Definitely. And I think the last week of the retrograde of your planet is going to have you sitting and laying low. Look, I have an extremely heavy Virgo influence as well. Moon and rising. Mercury fucks my world up. And I was born during a Mercury retrograde. Still, doesn't matter. When that Virgo planet starts spinning backwards, it's debilitating. Fucking debilitating. And I hate it. Oh, I hate it. God damn it, I hate it. You know? So a lot of people with a heavy Virgo influence are at best going to just be having to really take it slow. Feeling like you're so bogged down. Here's what it does to me. What it does to me is it makes me feel so tired and groggy, but so hyper and antsy and anxious at the exact same time. At the exact same time. I want to lay down and take a nap, but my mind is racing, you know, and I want to get up and run a mile on the treadmill, but I feel like fucking concrete blocks are tied to me, and gravity has added an extra 100 pounds when I get up and stand up and try to move. So I try to lay down, and my mind is antsy and racing, and it's happening at the exact same time, and it is so mind-bogglingly debilitating. You know, a really heavy Mercury retrograde will do that to me. And it makes it so fucking hard to just put one foot in front of the other, you know? And it was easy back in the day when I was an alcoholic because, hey, let's just get drunk, you know? So